These are 10 lifting exercises you can do to improve your wrestling. So I get this question a lot, and the biggest thing I say is that you need a strong back, strong legs, strong grip, of course, you know, strong like chest and shoulders. So the first one we're gonna do is gonna work grip, and this is gonna be plate farmer's carries. So we've been doing these now the past couple of years, and this is just a great way that you can get that grip strength. Look, I'm already like pumped right now. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab either 25, 35, or 45 pound plate, put your hand all the way in it, squeeze, stand up, and you're literally just gonna start walking. And what you can do is you can do like 3 different sets of down and back, but these are plate farmer's carries. I know you can actually also do them with dumbbells. This is just a great way that I know that you can build that grip strength. Now number 2, we got weighted lunges. I usually use maybe around the 40, 50, maybe 60 pound range if I'm feeling crazy. Just like a regular lunge, this is great for shots. As you guys know, get on a blast double or single leg, you just go down and you can come back up, or you could literally just lunge and then keep going kind of as a walking lunge, which is good. You can also back lunge, but this is a great exercise that's, you know, not only are you just, you know, you're using that forearm strength because you're grabbing onto the weights, but you're also getting that lunge, you're getting that deep stretch in there. So it's just a great wrestling exercise.
One supplement I have the privilege of using is actually Extreme Endurance. I personally never dabbled in supplements like this, but after seeing the benefits, this product speaks for itself. When I'm in wrestling season and having intense practices week in and week out, I feel like I'm getting burnt out a lot physically. But when I started taking Extreme Endurance, I can see myself competing at a higher level with increased stamina within a week.
Now for scientific purposes, here's a quick highlight of my gains.
I wanted to do a workout before I started taking Extreme Endurance and a week after to see if it really works. In this workout, I ran a mile, then right into 50 push-ups, sit-ups, and squats. The benefits include 26% reduction of lactic acid so you don't get sore, increase in VO2 max so you can go intense for longer time frames, and more.
We finished the mile with 7 minutes and 17 seconds. Personally, not that much of an endurance runner, but I think we killed it on the push-ups, sit-ups, and squats. We actually finished at 2 minutes and 49 seconds on that. And you know what's even crazy? We beat our total time by about 1 minute and 20 seconds. So, I mean, clearly there were some gains made.
Go try out Extreme Endurance for yourself, and you can use my discount code CaydenH15 for 15% off, and the link is in the description.
Number 3, we got straight arm pull downs. So this is working your back muscles. And you think about when you're wrestling someone and you want to like snap them down, whether you're hitting the hands, hitting the head, you're using all that big lat muscle. And this is the exact workout that you can do in order to get like heavier hands. If someone says, you know, like heavy hands, this is what you need to do. High reps, low weight, maybe around like the 30 pounds, 40 pounds. But when I'm like really going, I can get almost close to, I think 80 pounds is what I do. But all it is, put your hands on this rope, clip on little thing, step back a little bit, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have that stretch in my back, and all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring my hands to my hip. Just like this, you're gonna get that full stretch. Stretch at the top, squeeze at the bottom. And what I'm kind of doing is I'm like squinching like my traps together and like my shoulders in the back. Now number 4, we got towel pull-ups actually. So not like just the regular pull-ups where your hands are on the bar, but this is the one, again, working your grip strength. Grabbing onto the towel makes it so hard to actually do a pull-up. We're gonna give her a go here, and you guys are gonna see what this one is all about. So all I do is I grab kind of as high or as low as you want to. Unfortunately, I have 2 different towels here because there wasn't 2 of the same. That is just a grip burnout, and of course it's tough. I mean, this is something else, so try this out. And another thing to do, instead of if you just don't want to do both hands, you can even just be on one towel and split it down the middle like this if you only have one towel, and you continue doing pull-ups that way as well. Now number 5, we got RDL'S. If you ask me what RDL stands for, I have no idea. But what it does is it works your legs and also kind of like your lower back. In wrestling, it's great to have good, strong back because if someone is hanging on your head, taking shots, if you're on a sprawl, you know, using your hips, using that whole back, that you know, that core that is, of course, sufficient in being a good wrestler.
Romanian deadlifts.
Are you serious? Romanian deadlifts? That's an RDL? So for this one, your legs get like sore instantly, especially if you haven't done them in a while, but we're gonna go up to 55 pounds. You can also do this with like a barbell. Here it is, all you're gonna do is just grab the weights, kind of put them in front of you like this, legs shoulder width apart. And now all you do is you just like bend over slightly, bend your knees just a little bit, try to keep your back straight, and then you like pull up And you can feel that stretch, you can feel that burn already. Now number 6, if you can see behind me, we got a nice little box. And after every practice in high school, actually, we had a box very similar to this, it's actually in the wrestling room, but we did box jumps on it. Of course, on the highest setting you can go. And this was a great one to do after practice, as you know, you already got your body moving, you know, you're maybe tired, the sweat's coming off. And of course in wrestling, explosiveness is key, especially when you get in on those shots, not just sitting on the leg, but exploding through them. Do box jumps here, really simple. I mean, you can either you can walk up to it, just like this and jump, or what you could do is you can just have 2 feet planted and just jump every time. Now be careful though, because if you don't know your limits, I myself have gotten my shins just wrecked in here multiple times, so that really, really sucks. And then also too, on the way down from the box jump, make sure you be careful and go one leg at a time, because there's been times when I jump back down, hurt my ankle, stubbed my toe, I don't know, but you don't want to get hurt on doing a box jump. Now, another thing I'm thinking about currently as I'm making this video is that there are so many exercises that can be so great for wrestling. And what I had planned, some of them I'm actually switching up. I think I definitely need to make a part 2 on this. But if you guys want to see a part 2 of more exercises you can do that are perfect for wrestling, drop a like right now and leave it in the comments. So number 7, what can you see me doing here? Now this is the same box jump, but it's not a sled. The thing that we're gonna be doing is sled pushes. Now this not only works your legs for those driving muscles, but it's also that chest, those shoulders. I mean, even if we don't have a sled, guess what? We're gonna make something work. Whew. Now for number 8, we're gonna call these ones the power pushes. Honestly, I have no idea. You guys can roast me in the comments for that. But we're back on the dumbbells here, and now we gotta get more push. A lot more shoulder work, maybe like a little bit of chest, but also we're gonna compound this movement, so we're actually working our legs, our hips as well. So for this one, I'm gonna grab something a little more heavier, maybe let's say 40 pounds. And all I'm gonna do is, of course, you know, curl these up, but I'm gonna actually squat down, and when I jump back up, I'm gonna use my power to push this all the way as far high as I can get. So I go down, I come up, boom. And a lot of times in years past, I lifted way more as a bodybuilder. But now after looking into more on like athlete lifts, like what lifts you actually could do to make you a better athlete? That's something I was thinking about lately and looking a lot into it more. And if you like look at that, the power push right there, it's the compound movements that if you can relate back to like in a wrestling position. Of course, on that one, maybe nothing is that similar, but in wrestling, you're never using one muscle one time. You're not just doing a tricep extension. You're always going into a lunge, into a post, hitting the head, hitting the hands, things like that. Now, as you can see for number 9, we're not back to the weights. We're actually on the good old trusty treadmill. Now, it's just a machine. It can't beat us, right? But you're wrong. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna do sprints. That's how you can increase your highest intensity output, is kind of doing these short burst sprints. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna go for 30 seconds. I'm gonna see how fast this baby can go, but ideally you do this outside. Now, I'm not even warming up to it. I'm just gonna hop on this bad boy when it's at its fastest, because my body needs to learn to go from 0 to 100 real dang quick. Here we go, baby. Yes, sir. Now don't quote me on this, but I have actually seen people saying how if you do these sprints, maybe it's like 10, 30-second sprints a day, you can increase your testosterone like a crazy ton. And I kind of want to have more like, I guess, science-based facts about what can actually do that. So don't take my word on it, research it. Now we're back in the wrestling room here. The dreaded rope climb, guys. That is what we're ending number 10 on. Kelsey's trying to roast me by having my shoes on the mat. Now, just like box jumps, this is something I continued into college. Now, college ropes are like maybe double, almost triple the size of this rope. But rope climbs are amazing. Of course, for your grip strength, grabbing guys' arms on bottom. You guys think about it. How is Spencer Lee able to get all those tilts on all the top rate guys? Well, rope climbs might be a good place to start. And not only grip, but it's also working your back. It's just like a pull-up. And who's gonna carry the boats? And the logs. You know, they don't know me, son. And I know you guys might be saying like, I don't have this facilities of have a rope. But I was actually very fortunate. My grandpa actually built something on our old house to actually hang the rope so I could literally climb it whenever we want. I mean, just look kind of at the setup we got going on. I'm not sure all the tools
he used to make that up there. Shout out to Grandpa Mike for that. And I'm definitely sure you can go look up how to install a rope for rope climbing on a tutorial vid on YouTube. But that has been it for the 10 best exercises you can do for wrestling to improve your wrestling and get stronger. Like I said, I think I skipped over 5 things that were on my main list, mainly because there wasn't like a barbell anywhere. But if you guys want to see a part 2, let me know in the comments right now. Thank you guys for watching. Shout out to the patrons. We'll see you guys next video.
Shout out to Cayden for filming. Cut. Cut.